One love, family. Wholeness and balance. Jesse Tree here, sending you tons of love today. It's a beautiful day. It's been a very interesting day today. Went to a funeral this morning for my wife's grandmother, the matriarch of her family. She was practically a centenarian. She was 99 and a half years old. Super inspiring, wonderful woman. I see my beautiful wife's reflection in her, or her and her grandmother in her. She was very supportive of our path with herbs and permaculture and stuff. Put me in a heart space. I was already there because I've been connecting with the pranic family. Last night we had our water ceremony, and I just shared my experience with working with the elements of earth, wind, fire, and water on a pranic journey, and just feeling glad about community, giving thanks for my earth family, my wife and her family, and grandma, and humbled and grateful that I'm in this flow right now. And today is day 41 of dry fasting, 23 hours a day. And with the pranic family, we started in community a 3.5 day dry fast. And the vibes had me such that I didn't really want to break dry fast when I got to it, except that I have known from my practice, as Elixirs would teach, that you want to be able to do something that you can do easily, continuously. And I plan to dry fast 23 hours a day for 90 days. So I'm not going to break my rhythm. But I wanted to share a little bit of the high points from our pranic class today. We're talking about balancing and building prana through connection with earth, wind, the angels of earth, wind, fire, and water. So right now, as usual, I'm barefoot and grounded here in the desert, getting those negative ions up through my feet, grounding my electromagnetic body so as to stay more stable and rooted as I fast and build prana and electricity and energy, and sort of share some of my daily practice with the angels of earth, wind, fire, and water. So I start by getting up at about 4 in the morning and doing breath work for 2 hours, meditation, nose breathing. We usually have the windows open so that we have good air coming in. I live in the country in the high desert where we have pretty good air. I'm blessed with, I'm grateful for. Then I get out as soon as the sun rises. Around 6:30 I'll feed the animals, my doggies, and I'll sun gaze and do qigong, fire practice, energy building for about 45 minutes or an hour. After that, usually I'll start my goji berry tea because I like to have that nice and strong. Not that I'm taking it, it's when I brew it, so that it can brew all day. Gotta go over the fence here. I'll often use other herbs like tulsi or self-heal. Those have been two I've been favoring lately. And then I use that as a base that I put into my superfood drinks, like my power shake in the evening. So I have that practice with the air, practice with the fire, and then I start thinking about the waters. Every day I usually take a shower to connect with the angel of water and just to ground, to wash energies off of me. That's usually at the end of the day. During the middle of the day, I'll be working in the garden most days, in the food forest, or for a client where I'm cultivating soil, I'm barefoot on the earth, growing food, Food is one of the practices to build prana. Biophotonic rich food, particularly fruits, but also tonic herbs, things like spirulina, wheatgrass, alfalfa juice. I'll often gather up some things that I'm going to work into my juice, my pressed juice, later in the day. I'll work with clients on health coaching and, share the superfood cleanse and the other, the glyphosate cleanse and the various things to help other people build their prana, the electricity, to aid the microbiome. That's another earthing practice. Your body's mostly these microorganisms, some of which, like your body's 10 to 30,000 genes. Some of these microorganisms in the soil here have on the order of billions or trillions of genes. So they're genetically complex, and they lead to our brilliance, our better assimilation, etc. So there's this fasting and refeeding that everyone does, because unless you're eating and drinking things all night, you're fasting. So when you refeeding on good foods of the earth, getting that microbiome going, getting grounded, that's all earth element stuff. And also with the fire element, things like exercise, taking a walk, working in the garden, these things build energy, build fire. Then, so I'll dry fast 23 hours, and then in the evening I'll have my hour of drinking liquids. I'll usually have something like coconut water or my goji berry tea on its own. I'll have my superfood juices, like my power shake or my MVP with the medicinal mushrooms and all that kind of good stuff. And my goji tea berry base, I usually put hydrogen and water in that. So using the juice of fruits and working with things like hydrogen water, you build the exclusion zone water, which is this fourth phase of like liquid crystal gelatin water around your cells. One side of it has a negative charge and the other has a positive charge. So it's like a battery in the body. So we're building electricity through all of this, through the breath work, through the sun gazing and being in the sun, through exercise, through qigong, through cultivating our waters, through fasting, because fasting is a key part. A lot of the foods we eat, it will actually take more energy out of your body through digestion and assimilation than you'll get in terms of ATP from the food. So it's good to work with fasting. Cleans up autophagy, cleans up cellular waste. It cleans up, mucoid plaquing, so you get better assimilation. And then when you take these juices, rich in nutrient, rich in hydrogen water, your body can just uptake that on a cellular level. It washes them clean, alkalizes them, and makes them more electrical. So, and then your skeleton is a piezoelectric conductor, semiconductor, superconductor, and resonator. Your whole body is carbon silica crystal. And doing all this, also washing the body from the inside out, getting in the sunlight. This stimulates the pineal gland, which is a microcrystalline structure that is good for wireless communication. You're essentially a transmitter receiver. You're basically energy held together by a thought. So we got our wind element in the form of meditation, breath work, and exercise. You get fire element from exercise, sunlight, energy cultivation like qigong. You got your earth element going from grounding, biophotonic rich foods, nutrient dense, cellular nutrition. And so we miss anybody? Earth, wind, fire, water. I think that's everyone, and that just builds prana. The other thing you can work with is colorful foods, and wearing colors to feed your chakras, to nurture those different colors of energy in your rainbow body. So this stuff's just hot on my tip because we just had such a juicy class, and I wanted to share some more with the all, because everyone's already a breatharian. You're already an energy being. It's just a matter of, are you going with the Tao, the nature of your nature? Do you realize that you're an air energy being, an electrical being, not a dense material being? Everything that seems as density here is only dense because our mind makes it so. So the other thing that we talked a lot about is like cultivating sort of a heart-centeredness, because the heart is the emanation point of this electrodynamic, magnetic dynamo, and a singularity. It's basically a 0-point energy device in your chest, a sun inside your chest. Like getting connected with the sun and sun gazing can help to cultivate awareness and sort of control of your heart center, so that we're balanced. The center, your singularity, is the balance point, and we're trying to integrate earth and sky. So we're getting cosmic energy coming in through the fontanelle, and we're getting earth energy coming up through our feet and our perineum. So hope that's helpful to y'all. Just wanted to share because I'm just excited. Having a great time with this. I'm going 90 days and beyond. I feel like there's another quick point that we shared. Oh, check this out real quick. Blazing stars. So this is a nice herb food. You can eat the seeds and work with the root of that plant. Anyway, what was I saying? We were just talking about balance. That everyone's a breatharian. That we're moving back to this. People are going to understand more and more that energy is the new medicine. Qigong, people are healed through Qigong, through Reiki. It's not mysterious. It's your quantum self. And that what we emit, in terms of thought and vibration, is what creates the reality. So we want to be skillful and intentional, working with the heart. The wisdom of the heart is said by Jetson Milarepa that it is good to be earnest and steadfast. It is better to be humble and kind. So let's develop the wisdom of compassion. Let's develop balance. Let's develop our wellness. Oh, that's what I was talking about. 90 days. Anything you can do 30 to 90 days, you can do as a lifestyle. It's just about habit. So practice good habits, family. So you can be well, be balanced, strong, kind, and compassionate humans, and we will change the earth from the inside out. So anyway, hope you got something from this. The beautiful sky and the beautiful desert. Give thanks for another day of life. I'm grateful for you all. Sending you tons of love. If I can help you with the cleanse or with some herbs, or you just need some health coaching, let me know. And continuous love and life and light coming from me to you. Bless up.